Hey lovelies, I wanted to give you a glimpse of how my 4 to 5 day birthday celebration went. This is literally how it started. The morning of my birthday, Friday, August 15th, I decided I was going to go to the gym. I knew the debauchery that was going to ensue, and I'm completely committed to my fitness routine. After that, I went to the nail salon, and when I walked in and they told me to pick a color, I said to the guy, how many options do we need? This is ridiculous. That's why we can't ever decide. But ultimately, I chose a basic, simple pedicure routine. Then I went to a local vegan restaurant within walking distance of me. They had really high ratings and I couldn't wait to try them. The Modern Vegan has really high recommendations for people who come here in the vegan community and travel. I decided on the vegan nachos. I always get my sauces on the side because I can never finish it all and I don't want them to get soggy. This was a ridiculous mound of nachos and the sauce was made with sunflower seeds. More on that later. That night I went to a local nightclub and I got in on a guest list. So if you join guest list, trust me, it wasn't a hoax here in Vegas. I heard E40 was going to be performing live and he never disappoints. Being born and raised in Los Angeles, I have been listening to E40 all of my life, literally since he came on the scene. And I just want to remind you, being alone, it builds your confidence. It shows you that you don't need validation to enjoy your life. You know, some people, it's really difficult for them to do things alone. But solo time helps you to discover who you truly are without outside influence. It forces you to make decisions. Doing things alone, it creates independence and freedom. You can move at your own pace, and that's exactly what I did this night. I met a group of women that befriended me, and they were buying me drinks and inviting me out. I had fun wearing some of my favorite dresses that I don't ever wear and actually getting dressed up. I went to this Mexican food restaurant because it was close to my house and they had bottomless mimosas. When I ordered these mimosas, I'm like, yeah, right, this is going to be a waste of money. They ended up bringing me a s'mores birthday dessert that it was lovely and I enjoyed getting it, but I couldn't eat most of it. There was gluten, marshmallows, no thanks, dairy ice cream, and it just wasn't my grind. These are the ladies that befriended me. When I went to the pool, I had a ball, and everywhere else I went, I made sure to get water because I knew the fuckery that was going to ensue, like I said. This ended up being my second carafe of mimosas, and at one point I ordered a $20 a $20 cup of wine. Cup, like a plastic cup, but I went with it because it's not something that I would normally do. This nightclub where E40 performed was packed. People were vibing. Everybody that I encountered was from somewhere else. Most of them had heard of E40. Some of them were not a fan, but because he knows how to give a party, we all had a ball. This is that same nightclub during the day. I went the next day for the pool party. If you have never been on a tour bus, pool party, bar crawl situation, I encourage you to do it. I found this on Groupon. That was the restaurant where I had the s'mores. I ended up giving it away. I was so impressed about how many of us were having fun and participating in pool activities. I had to get footage. I couldn't believe how dark my skin had gotten in a matter of a day and a half, but I was determined to be outside in the sun. I know a lot of us don't like getting darker, but that's crazy talk to me. This is the third pool party I went to, and there were people everywhere. I couldn't relate to the music, and I couldn't get my body in that water with all them damn people. I convinced this restaurant to make me vegetarian taquitos. They had a little bit of cheese sprinkles, but it didn't faze me. The ingredients were mostly vegetables. E40 did about an hour show. He did all of his hits, and everybody in the place knew every word to every song. That's when you know you are in a concert that is full of energy. The next day, which was Sunday, I went to the pool with my friends, and that night I went to this nightclub. It's a traveling party, and I didn't know what I was listening to, y'all. But I was having fun. And so these are just some of the highlights of my birthday. I ended that weekend in California on Monday in LA with my best friend. She took me to a place in California that I had never been to, being born and raised there, which encourages me to start getting out and do more solo trips.